What's up everyone, Darcblade here with a little bit of an update information video regarding the channel and Monster Hunter World content. Now, as many of you know, Monster Hunter World Iceborne is coming to its twilight years in terms of continuous updates and new content being added. The Monster Hunter movie collaboration event is more than likely going to be the last update we have. But that doesn't mean that the game's dying or anything, as it just means it's going to be a complete package now. But in terms of videos on the channel, it means that the news information videos will sort of dry up a little bit. However, I have got plans, the channel isn't dying or anything like that. Basically what we're working on next is the best of the best build series, where we take a selection of the best builds for each of the weapons and put them into a video. So the template I've got going so far is 4 builds per weapon, and each weapon divided into its own separate video. But as we're covering 4 builds for each weapon, it means that I cannot produce the videos very quickly. When we were doing the anti-Elatrion or anti-Fatalis builds, I was normally able to produce them in a day or two, as there wasn't as much involved when it came to capturing the footage, building the builds themselves, and editing them of course. But as we're covering 4 builds, it's going to take a little longer. So daily videos on the channel may turn into every other day. I wanted to also tell you that these are going to be my best of the best builds. So they're going to lean more towards comfy DPS builds rather than pure speedrun DPS builds. It also means that these videos are probably going to be a lot longer than the single build videos. They're probably going to be more akin to what we had in Season 3 and Season 5, so we're looking at each video being between 15 and 20 minutes. The 4 builds featured in these videos will probably be 1 raw attack build, 1 elemental build, 1 miscellaneous or niche or meme build, and then an updated Gaiden Lands build. Of course this won't apply to every single weapon out there, for example the bowguns. The various 4 builds may be divided into ammunition types, so spread ammo build, a piercing ammo build, sticky build, so on and so forth. But there is a lot of work to do, as I have to upgrade every single piece of armor as well as augment every weapon that is going to be featured in this best of the best series. But nonetheless, I'm excited to see what you think of these builds, and I hope that they will help some players out. They will also give new players who come to the game for the first time a goal of what to aim for. But of course, as these are the best of the best builds, they will be the highest tier gear, the highest and most difficult weapons to earn, normally the rarest of decorations and so on. So the other builds featured in other series will still be usable for newer players, but hunters who are at the very end of Monster Hunter World Iceborne, these will be the builds for you. A few other bits of information as well. For those of you who have been asking, Mondays over on our Twitch channel will still be dedicated to Monster Hunter, either helping people get certain hunts or special assignments done, or testing out builds for this said build series. We also have Monster Hunter Rise on the horizon, which I intend to cover, but I have the slight downside of not having a Switch at the moment. But there's still a while before it releases, so hopefully I can get my hands on a cheap one by then. Alternatively as well, you may be noticing I'm branching out, testing the waters with a few other games in that. For example, I've made a few videos on Ghost of Tsushima, as I want to try to expand the channel to cover a few more games. Any game that catches my eye and can have builds will definitely be welcomed on the channel. I'm hoping to create some Cyberpunk builds for when that game comes out, and when Mass Effect Legacy comes out as well, I hope to create some single player builds. I covered the Mass Effect series when it came to its multiplayer quite heavily, creating builds for all the characters, but I never covered any builds for the single player of the game, so Mass Effect Legacy is a perfect opportunity to do so. But that's in the future. But nonetheless, in the meantime, it's time to get to work on the best of the best builds for Monster Hunter. So until next time, I've been Darcblade, bringing you a quick update information video regarding the best of the best builds for Monster Hunter World Iceborne. Hope you enjoyed the little video, thanks for watching, subscribe and like for more.